Hello, and welcome to another episode of Crizzy Books. I'm Crizzy, or Criz, but only my homeboys call me Criz. And if you want to be a homeboy, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's the only way you can do it. If you're not subscribed, you're not my homeboy, and you can't call me Criz. And today, let's talk about something scary, huh? I'm going to be talking about my top 5 horror books. Horror is a genre that I really love, but when I was going to make this list, realized that I haven't read as many horror books as I thought. Or maybe I have, it's just most of them are Stephen King. I'm definitely working on reading more in the future. I have a ton more horror-based novels on my list, but these are my top 5 as of right now. And one of the things that I wanted to do here was limit the amount of Stephen King I had. Otherwise this list would have 4 or 5 of them. It would all be Big Stevie Boy. Keeping it to 1 for old SK, and then the rest are all, different. Anyway, I'm babbling. These are in no particular order. Some of these I like more than others. I think that every one of these is great, and you should absolutely read them if you're interested in the genre. Of course, as I said, I'm still kind of a noob. I haven't read nearly as many horror books as probably a lot of other people have. So if you see something missing off this list that you're like, hey, dumbass, these suck, you should actually be reading these instead. Drop them in the comments. Before we get into the actual list, I have an honorable mention. This is not a novel. This is a manga. But I have Uzumaki by Junji Ito. I fucking love this. It is awesome. It's all about symbols and just really crazy, surreal horror, body horror, grotesque, amazing artwork by the prolific, perfect. I need more words to describe how incredible I think Junji Ito's work is, and this is probably at the tip top of his best and one of the coolest and best horror things that I've ever read. If any of those things sound interesting to you, go check out Uzumaki. Check out anything Junji Ito's done. He's fucking incredible. Let's get into the actual bread and butter list. The Shining. Like I said, I'm keeping this to 1 Stephen King, and if I have to pick one, it's going to be The Shining. This was the first book I ever read that actually scared me, I guess. It's not like I couldn't sleep at night. It just, as I was reading, I was like, oh God, the fuck? That had never happened to me before. I always thought that when people talked about, oh, that book's so scary, what are you talking about? It's a book. But this book showed me that is actually true. Books can be very scary. What can I say that hasn't already been said about The Shining? It's an absolute classic, one of his best. Yeah, I love The Shining. The Troop by Nick Cutter, full of just really squirmy, squeamish moments, truly fucked up behavior, bad things happening to animals. Just a lot of really fucked up stuff happening in this, but at the core of it is a truly great story that gripped me, and I was just sucked into it. Great character work. I really love The Troop. I can't recommend it enough. Child of God by Cormac McCarthy. I don't know if people would technically classify this as horror, but I absolutely would. This is a truly disturbing book about a country bumpkin who just devolves into a serial killer. And as always, Cormac McCarthy's writing is just so simplistically beautiful. He just nails it. And just such an interesting and unique approach to a horror story. I think it's fantastic. Nosferatu, I think. Or is it NOS4R2? I'm not sure. Do you like vampires? Do you like horror, scary stuff and fucked up characters? Do you like Christmas? Then you should read this. It's good. And do you like Stephen King? Because his little boy wrote this one, and it's really great. He writes just like his dad. It's fantastic. This was a decently long, 500-600 pager, and it flew by. And he really doesn't leave any fat on the bones, and it's great. I look forward to reading more by Joe Hill. I'm thinking of ending things. I started the year off reading this book, and I absolutely loved it. Very psychological, kind of what the fuck is happening type of story, told from the perspective of a girl with her new boyfriend going to meet his family, and just all kinds of weird, disturbing shit starts happening. This book legitimately also did kind of scare me at certain points. I think that it does a really good job of just bring on this feeling of like dread and terror and, psychological devolvement. Is that the right way to say it? I don't know. Somebody kind of losing their mind or making you question what's going on, what is actually happening with this character or other characters. Like something is just not right throughout this entire story, and I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I know this is kind of a hit or miss book for people. It seems like people love it or hate it. I love it. I think it's great. And with that, there you go. Those are my top 5 horror novels as of right now. I'm sure that this list will evolve in the future. When I feel like I have more that I could add to this, or this list might change, I'll make another video, maybe next year. It's the best because it's never-ending content. But as for right now, these are the types of things that scare me. What do you think about these books? Is there something that you think I should read based on this? Is this all just a bunch of weenie beanie crap, and I'm just a big baby and I'm not reading the real shit? Sound off in the comments below. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching. Bye.